It's your girl Yazzie J, and welcome to Mood Swings, where faith meets real life. No judgment, just truth, healing, and good vibes. I keep it raw, rooted, and always led by God. So whether you're healing, evolving, or trying to find your groove, tap in, deep breaths, and let's
y'all. It's your girl Yazzie J, and welcome back to Mood Swings. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys are about to enjoy this topic that I have today. And the topic is identity. Now, when you think about identity, what are you thinking about? Is it, what do I look like? Or how am I dressed? Or what do you do for work? Or what's your title? Now, typically with identity, we can tie all of those things into it. But what I really want to touch base on is, who are you? Who are you? Now, as human beings, we often have a hard time with identifying with our true selves because we deal with typical things like insecurities, self sabotage, some enviness, some jealousy. And granted, listen, people will probably sit here and be like, oh, I ain't jealous of nobody. I ain't envious of nobody. I ain't got no self sabotage. I ain't got no insecurities. I don't have no expectations. Whoever is saying that is lying. Okay? Everybody has some part of them that struggles with one of those things that I mentioned. Okay? Because we are not perfect people. And granted, we see other people who have things and obtain things that we may want for ourselves and we may strive to do for ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we often get lost in what other people are doing, other people's lives, other people's expectations, and things that they have going on, that we tend to lose ourselves in what we see. And at that point, when you're not living in your true purpose, we allow people in the world around us to shape and mold us into people who we are not. And honestly, do you not know that you're a mold within yourself? God has created us like Him, yes, but we are all different. We are all uniquely designed, and we all have gifts and talents and things that we are blessed with internally, whether that is mind, body, spirit, in your heart, wherever. We are all blessed with our own unique design. Like, God literally has given us different things that we can add to this world. But we as human beings, we just get so caught up in the world that we end up kind of dimming our own light. And that's just not fair to ourselves. Like, we need to not do that to ourselves, because why do you think that we may have so many people out here who look alike or doing the same thing alike? And not saying that they can't be multiple people who have gifts and talents and different things. I mean, come on. We have many people who are singers, many people who are rappers, artists. What I mean by artists, I mean like actual physical artists, dancers, podcasters, news reporters, all types of things. It's just a matter of, what is your purpose behind those things that you choose to do. You know, you have people who sing and rap about drugs and money. And then you actually have people who sing about the Lord. Just saying. You may have people who out here doing X, Y, Z. I don't really want to say it because, like, I'm not out here to judge anyone, but I'm just trying to give you a depiction of purpose and just doing things because it may make you a little bit of moolah. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with making money. Okay. But to what extent? Is it of your soul? You know, is it of your true identity? And granted, I have definitely struggled. Okay. I have definitely struggled in my life of really trying to figure out who I am. Who is Yasmin, you know, amongst all these other things. But I want to ask you, who are you? And take a moment to really think about that. And I don't want you to think about the people, the places, or the things that give you the titles, that give you partial of your identity. But who are you through God's eyes? How do God view you in the sense of, is he proud of you? Is he happy with you? You know, and granted, nobody's perfect, but there's a difference when you're living for God and you just say, you know, God. There's definitely a difference. I don't know. Like for me, it's like when I started understanding who I am and how God had designed me and what he wanted from my life, I started changing a lot of things. There was a lot of things that I just stopped indulging in, things that I wasn't really feeling comfortable with anymore. Certain places that I was in, I wasn't really feeling comfortable with. Drinking, like excessive drinking, I just wasn't comfortable with anymore. I started understanding that I had value, I had worth, not based off of what the world is seeing or what we typically say for to ourselves, like I know my worth, I know this. No, like really understanding that our bodies are temples and God really wants us to honor that. Now, granted, it took me a while to get to this place. I'm 35 years old, but I'm happy where I'm at right now. And I'm not saying that it's all over and that it's good to go. No, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and I'm still applying. That is the purpose of discipline. That is the purpose of discernment. And you need those things and understand those things that in order for you to really get to your true identity. When God gives you vision, and you know what I mean by vision, when you have those moments when you're in your head and you're thinking extremely big and your dreams and goals are so expansive in the sense of like, wow, I could really see myself doing that. Please act on it, especially if it brings your soul joy and purity, because that means that is a vision from God. And if you don't have vision, that's like that's like going somewhere without having a destination. And we all know that that's not possible. Cuz where are you going? Oh, I got vision. I'm going somewhere. You ain't got no direction on where to go. Like you got a destination, but you ain't got no direction, or you got direction, but you don't have no destination. You cannot have one without the other. In order for you to really have them both, dig deep. Dig deep with that relationship with God, and those private conversations with him to really truly understand what he wants for you. Like I was having a conversation with my mom about this, and she was just like, it's not easy for everybody to understand what their true identity is. And I know that. I know that it's not easy for people. Like, there are a lot of people who struggle with difficult things that doesn't even allow their mind to even grasp the capacity of what it really means based off of what I'm speaking of right now. But if we had more people that were like Jesus, when I think about that, it just really takes me back to when he was placed on this earth and when he was here for those 33 years of teaching and having discipleship and really showing the people how he was a miracle worker and how God really placed him here to really show miracles and to do his work, and for him to be crucified and still be able to show mercy to people. If we had more people that were like that, there will be less depression. There will be less stress in this world. There will be less emptiness in this world. And I just wish that we as people exude that more. It's a lot of hatred, a lot of chaos. And we all know that the enemy is at large, okay? Like, this is no secret. He is definitely at large and he is definitely ruling this earth right now. But it's the truth. Like, if we had more loving, kind people, there would be less negative things going on in this world right now. There will be a lot more people who are walking in their purpose and being true in their identity, versus feeling like they're not perfect, feeling like they're not good enough, feeling like they can't meet the standards, feeling like they can't do this or they can't do that because the world has put this whole persona of, oh, you ain't this if you ain't here. Like, come on. Can we do better as a human race? Can we do better as a human race? Like, it's crazy. Ephesians 2:10 says, this is when God speaks about how he died for our sins and he really wants us to do the good works by his will. And that's exactly what I mean by when he placed Jesus here to really do his good works by his will. If we as the human race really applied that, the world would be a better place. And there would be a lot of people that are less trendy, a lot of people that stand strong and walk tall in their identity and really understand what it's like to really give back and to really show stewardship and to really show leadership and to really show teaching. We just in a really crazy space right now. And honestly, when I think about these type of things, it really disheartens me because I don't know, I'm a love person. I love love, even if it's not just with a companion, like just love friends. I love family. Like I love unity. I love going out to new spaces and not knowing anyone and being able to start a conversation. And by the end of the night, I didn't exchange social medias or even a phone number because I just love to be able to expand myself. But I know who I am. Did I at first? No. I got so lost in being a mother and being a wife and having this expectation of this is what it's supposed to be. This is how I'm supposed to be. That I ended up getting lost in my titles. If you can hear that, I'm sorry. But this is real and this is raw. I am sorry. I am not this whole perfect person. I am very authentic. And I need water because I know y'all seen me coughing a few times. I don't know. I love me some gospel. Some praise and worship. Ooh, it really takes me there. It really, really takes me there. But yeah, if we just was more like-minded and just had more teaching, the world would just be a better space, a better place for that matter. But yeah, like work on finding out who you are through God's eyes. Not who you are because of what other people are validating on social media. There was this book devotional journal that I was reading and working through in my hiatus back in 2024 of October. And it's called 100 Days of Believing Bigger. I have to get the author of that book, but it's a devotional journal and it's mostly for women. If I can find a book for the men, I will definitely tag it in the caption or tag it in the caption of this video, so you guys will be able to have the link, but that I can suggest. But this book really helped me because I was really able to dig deep in areas of my life, of myself, that I didn't even realize was so deep that I had to pull it up to really deal with it. You know, I've had insecurities, I've had self sabotage moments, I've had moments of enviness. Not necessarily of like, oh, I want to be like her, but more so of like, I want that for myself. But that was because of what I saw others having, and I had to realize that what's for me is for me. And that's a part of identity as well. Who you are, what you look like, how you're built, you know, your personality, your heart, your mind, that is all you. It is only for you. Once I came to terms with those things and understanding that I have my own path, I have my own look, my own personality, and my own purpose, it made me more comfortable and more solid with who I am as a person. And I became a lot more sure of myself when it came to my identity. No one can never tell me, oh, you don't know yourself, or you don't know who you are. I'm gonna be like, what? Do you know who you're talking to? I know who I am. I'm God. First and foremost, I'm God's child, okay? As we all are God's child, plus more. But that's not for me to figure out. That is for you to figure out on your own in regards to your identity. And I hope that this helps in some type of way to help encourage you or to push you to dig a little bit deeper and to kind of wash away and cut out the outside noise and understand that you are unique, you are different, and you have a purpose here. What that purpose is, that is only for you to figure out through God's teachings and his lessons and the blessings. Because, man, when you start walking that path, baby, faithfully, with discipline and your head held high, them blessings just start pouring in. Okay? The more you know yourself, the more he will show you who he is. So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know, since I'm about to end this episode, this is a shirt from my clothing line, Moods Apparel. This says chosen, called for purpose, living for him. My clothing line is faith-based, also more so like uplifting and motivational affirmations. The clothing is comfortable, chill, crew necks, hoodies, sweatshirts, sweatpants. I do have some jean jackets that are coming through the clothing line. I will be dropping the line and creating the online store within the next couple of weeks. So when I do that, the link will definitely be in my bio on my Instagram, which is at YazzyJ on IG. And also, I will put the link in my YouTube channel as well, so you guys will be able to shop online. And let me tell you something, I am definitely legit. So go ahead and support your girl. I will be showing these. This is one of my shirts, but I have plenty more designs that I have came up with. And I hope you guys like it once I drop it. Support your girl. I would definitely appreciate it. But thank you guys for tuning in and swinging by to Mood Swings. I really appreciate the time that you guys are spending with me. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Peace out.
And remember, you guys, keep your head up and your mood swings intentional. Peace.